Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Sorry for the disconnection. So let's continue. Yes. That is the nature of material. Yes. Always some disconnections. When Swami was speaking to his parishioner, this didn't happen. Yes. The Swami spoke to 880,000. 880,000. What is a crowd? 880,000. What is a crowd? How large would it be? Eh? How large would it be?
1 kilometer.
80,000.
1 kilometer.
Did he use microphone? Should I use one? It says the land assembly. Use microphone. Any disconnection of net? So are they civilized or we are civilized? They are civilized. We are not civilized. They are civilized. They were not discouraged, they were not bad. Everything was nice and fluent. So, yes, Lord Krishna gave the answer. There is 4 and 5. Sorry, there is 3 and 4. Krishna gave 7 answers. 7 answers Krishna gave. But before then we were saying something about everything we're doing will be tested. Everything. I wish we'll hear this. One day we'll be able to hear it. Disconnected again. Okay. Okay. I'm praying seriously that one day we will hear these words. Prayana Kadi. We will be able to hear it one day. That everything we are doing will be tested. Anyone who knows this, there will be a drastic change in our consciousness, in our activities. We start to check all our activities, we start to question all our activities, we start to question our existence and be very, very careful to make sure we do things which is approved in the scripture. We're not going to do something. We will not wait for somebody to come and tell us, don't do this. Yes, Mataji? It's a network problem. It's a network. The voice breaking is not from me. It is a network that is breaking the voice. My voice is playing. I'm sorry for that. The network is a problem. Yes. Even though he's speaking from Vrindavan, but still, this is happening. What can be done? So I was saying that this word has a very powerful significance, as Prabhupada said. And the day we will hear this, our life will change. We will start to question everything that we do and be very, very careful. We will not wait for somebody to come and tell us, don't do this, it's bad. We will not. We will not wait. We will do it. But difficult to understand, to hear this. Everything we are doing will be tested at the time of death. Can you connect back to this? Perfect example is Kulashekar Maharaj, who was begging Krishna, how I wish I can leave my body now. No. Because at the time of death, things are not easy. We will not be able to remember anything. Therefore, the only guaranteed success for any devotee is the attention we are giving to our practice now. The attention we are giving to our practice now is our security. That is what Krishna will see and hold on to that to liberate us. I do question how a person can fix his mind on Krishna at such a time. So, Sri Bhagwan Aksharam Brahma Brahma Paramam Swabhavodyamam Uchate Uttavamad Brahmakaro Visharaka Karma Samhita. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, the indestructible, transcendental living entity is called Brahman. Brahman. The first answer Krishna has given. And his eternal nature is called Adhyatma, the self, the Jew. Action pertaining to the development of the material bodies of the living entities is called karma, activity. Or fruitive activities, yes, not just karma. Not just karma. The karma does not just mean activity. Karma, when we say karma, we're looking at the result of the karma. Thank you. Karma is not just activity. When we say karma, we're looking at the result of the activities which we do. So Prabhupada usually refers to fruitive activity. Fruitive. Because all activities are performed with some desired result. That's the most important thing. It is not activity, but the important thing is the result of the activities. What is it? It is good or bad. Yeah. Yes. Those of you who are seeing the screen, can you see? Can you see my screen? Yeah, so the answer is there. Okay, thank you. Adhyatma means what? The self, the eternal nature of the self, the soul. And we have Adibhutam, which is material manifestation. I didn't want this purification and that. Adidaivam, with the universe. The universe here includes the demigods. Not only the universe are not what? The demigods, the principal rulers. And the other one is Adijagya. Please, just go back to my own. Just go and come. So we.
Wait.
Yeah. I'm going to switch over again. Yes, so this is, and you find it in the purport. You find it right at the beginning in the purport. Prophet gave everything. Brahman is indestructible and eternal existing, and its constitution is not changed at any time. The Brahman, the spirit, that's the word. Brahman means the spirit. The idea of the spirit is what? It is shining, it's light, the spirit. The spirit. But beyond Brahman, there is Para-Brahman. Brahman refers to the living entity, and Para-Brahman refers to the supreme personality of God. So Krishna has given the explanation to Brahman, the Jiva, the living entity. The constitutional position of the living entity is different from the position it takes in the material world. When we come to the material world, our consciousness is changed. How we behave in the spiritual world is different from how we behave in the material world. Just like when one is in your house, your consciousness, your activities, your moods are different from when you are in the prison house. It's different. You act different. You act abnormal because everything there is awkward for you. But in the house, everything is wonderful, very sweet, comfortable. So you act freely here, but then there is no comfortability. Immaterial consciousness' nature is to try to be the Lord of matter. But his spiritual consciousness, Krishna consciousness, his position is to serve the Supreme. In the right consciousness, we know we are servant of Krishna. In the wrong consciousness, we are the Lord ourselves. We are not the servants. That is the trouble. Awkward situation. I'm the Lord here, but they will be the servant. Different consciousness. When a living entity is in material consciousness, it has to take on various bodies. Why? In the material world. That is called karma. Activities which we do with a bad or good result. This karma. Or valid creation by the force of material consciousness. So Krishna is giving answers here to all the questions. I don't The living entity, Jiva Atma, takes different positions. Sometimes he merges into the dark material nature and identifies himself with matter. And sometimes he identifies himself with the superior spiritual nature. Therefore, he is called the Supreme Lord's marginal energy. Marginal. According to his identification with the material or spiritual nature, he receives a material or spiritual body. In the material nature, he may take a body from any of the 8.4 species of life, but in the spiritual nature, he has only one body, spiritual body, only one. There's no different bodies, just one pure body. In Chandogya bodies, the Vedic sacrificial processes are described. On the sacrificial altar, 5 kinds of offerings are made into 5 kinds of fire. 5 kinds of fire, 5 kinds of offerings. 5. The 5 kinds of fire are conceived of as the heavenly planets, the clouds, the earth, man and woman. And the 5 kinds of sacrificial offerings are faith, the enjoyer, the enjoyer on the moon, rain, grains, and semen. That is evolution. This is evolution of the soul. How does we come to this material and start rotating and going here and there? In the process of sacrifice, the living entity makes specific sacrifice to attain specific heavenly planets, and consequently reaches them. When the merit of sacrifice is exhausted, the living entity descends to earth in the form of grain. Then takes on the form of grains. And the grains are eaten by man and transformed into semen, which impregnate a woman, and thus the living entity once again attains the human form to perform sacrifice, and so repeat the same cycle. So it's a big science. Is that a big science? Yes. See what you can see the screen. Can you see the screen? Okay. Yes. This is the process. It's a big science. How the soul comes here, the process, through the rain to the grain to the semen to the womb should come back again. The semen, man or woman. In this way, the living entity perpetually comes and goes in the material path. The Krishna conscious person, however, avoids such sacrifices. He takes directly to Krishna consciousness and thereby prepares himself to return to Godhead. Can you go to yourself? Please. Yes, thank you. Krishna continued text 4 to text 3 and 4 in the answer. Text 4. Adi Bhutam Shadru Purusha Chadai Bhatam 𝐒𝐻𝐬𝐢𝐵 or based on the embodied beings, the physical nature, which is constantly changing, is called Adi Buddha, the material manifestation. The material manifestation, this, including our own body, this is Adi Buddha. Some elements it contains. The universal form of the Lord, which includes all the demigods, like those of the sun and moon, is called Adi Daiva, the demigods and the humans. And I, the Supreme Lord, represented as the super soul in the heart of every embodied being, am called Adi Jagya, the Lord of sacrifice. The Krishna has given answer to all the Jewish questions. 7 answers Krishna has given. There were 8 questions. Krishna has answered 7. Amen? 1. The physical nature is constantly changing. Material bodies generally pass through 6 changes. The 6 changes is the soul or the body. The body is changing, but what of the soul?
Same.
The soul does not change, but the body changes. Yet this is a powerful science. The conception of the universal form of the Supreme Lord, which includes all the demigods and their different planets, is called Adidaiva. Adidaiva. And present in the body along with the individual soul is the soul, a plenary representation of Lord Krishna. The super soul is called the Paramatma or Adijagya, and is situated in the heart. The word Eva is particularly important in the context of this verse because by this word of the Lord stresses that the Paramatma is not different from him. The super soul, the supreme personality of Godhead, seated beside the individual soul, is the witness of the individual soul's activities and is the source of the soul's various types of consciousness. The super soul gives the individual soul an opportunity to act freely. Is it true? Is it true?
Yes.
In the reality?
Yes.
That we are given freedom to act freely? Is it true? Okay, tell me the meaning of free. What is the meaning of free? Free means what? Okay, free to make this choice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Freedom, independence. You can do whatever you like. Is it not?
No.
I can open my door anytime and go get out. Take my car and just drive around. Can you stop me? Huh?
No.
I can do that. Why not? I can go and sleep anytime I like. I'm free. In the kitchen and eat whatever I like. Yes, why not? I can take my guitar and read, and I cannot forget. Prayana Kade. Everything we do from beginning till the time of death will be tested. Is that freedom?
No.
Eh? When everything you do will be counted on you, is that freedom?
No.
Is that free? Krishna. One is free if you are not responsible for anything you do. If you're not responsible for anything you do, then I would say you're free. if I do something and I'm going to give account of it, it means you're not free. Not free.
So-called freedom.
Yes.
Temporary.
Yes. Free is only for the Paramahamsas, not for a conditioned soul. Only pure devotees are free. This thing is